Oh boy, guys, this was the week from hell. Okay, so this week we had parent-teacher conferences at the end of the week, which gives us Friday off. So we were in a 4-day week, which meant we blocked Monday, Tuesday, and then had 7 period days, Wednesday, Thursday. 7 period days were always very stressful because I was used to block scheduling. I always felt really rushed on 7 period days, and I felt like I couldn't really get anything done. So that's stressful to begin with. But this was also the week that my Ed TPA was due. It was due on November 9th, which also happened to be our night parent-teacher conferences. So the way this school has their parent-teacher conferences set up is they're actually student-led conferences. So I really didn't have to do anything. I just kind of had to be there. However, my Ed TPA was due at midnight on the 9th, and then night conferences were from right after school until I think about 6 p.m. And I had fallen way behind with Ed TPA, so it was a nightmare. So let me go through this week. I had an anticipation activity for Of Mice and Men, which was really good. It was a backpack activity, and because the people in the book are migrant farm workers, we talked about that and got the kids to know a bit about the life of a migrant farm worker. And then we had them fill backpacks with objects to see how heavy they were, like how heavy the backpack would end up being. So like we had cans of food, pots and pans, blankets, pillows, all kinds of things that they would think that they would need, and they would see how much they could shove into a backpack and how much it would weigh, and if they could carry that cross country. So it was a good way to introduce them to that. It was a physical activity for them, so they really enjoyed that. So that was Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday was a 7 period day, and we just did some notes. And then I also did a Thug Notes video with the kids for Of Mice and Men. Now, Thug Notes is highly inappropriate for the classroom. However, what I did is I downloaded the video and then cut it and edited it to make sure that it was appropriate. I took out all of the swear words, I took out like inappropriate words, pictures, things like that. But I wanted the kids to see it, and I wanted them to get like this different summary of the book. And Thug Notes got me through college, like real talk. When there were books that I was unsure of, I went to Thug Notes and I was like, what the heck is this all about? And it helped me out. So I will link the Thug Notes channel down below. I'll try to, at least. I know it's like a subsection of the Cracked channel, so I'll see what I can do for you guys. But that was Wednesday, and the kids seemed to really like that. And then Thursday, oh my god, Thursday, I ended up not going into school. I told my teacher, I was like, hey, or I asked my teacher, I was like, hey, is it okay if I don't come in until like 7th period and then stay for conferences? And she was totally fine with that. She's so supportive and so awesome, and I cannot thank her enough for that. So I was up Wednesday night until like 3 or 4 in the morning, took about a 2-hour nap, and then got up at I think 6 or 7, and then continued working on Ed TPA until about 1:30 when I went into school. I was there for the very last part of the day, and then I stayed until about 6 o'clock for student-led conferences, and then I went home and continued to work on Ed TPA. Student-led conferences, awesome. If your school doesn't do them, or if you are able to change up your parent-teacher conference thing to do student-led conferences, it's amazing. There's a PowerPoint that we had set up for the kids that basically everybody got their own copy of the same PowerPoint, and then they just filled in their information. I think we started about 2 weeks before teacher conferences, and they filled in all their information. It was talking about, you know, what's an assignment you did well in, not did so well in, what classes do you like, things like that. And then the kids would come in, and because the school is a one-to-one Chromebook school, every kid has their own Chromebook. They bring in their Chromebook, and their parents, they sit down, they do their presentation for their parents in like little clusters, and then if there's any questions at the end or they want to talk to a teacher, they come up and talk to us. But if not, that was it. I think they really like telling their parents or guardians what they're doing in school. And I really think that it's fulfilling for the kids and the parents because they don't have to listen to like a teacher drag on about, oh, your kid is so great, and oh, you know, this and that, and then we did that. I think it's really fulfilling for everyone involved. And the teachers, we didn't feel as, at least in my experience, I didn't feel as exhausted because I didn't have to like make sure that I talked to every single parent. We did, everyone talked to just about all the parents. Some of them kind of just snuck out, but yeah, it's really a lot less stressful than I think regular teacher conferences. So that rounded out that week of student teaching, and it was a monster. It was a monster of a week. But after that, honestly, smooth sailing. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I had an observation thrown in there from my university supervisor, so that was fun. Actually, it wasn't that big of a deal because like I don't act any differently when I'm being observed than when I'm not. So whenever my advisor would come in, it was not even a big deal. Okay, well there's that crazy week. I hope that all made sense and I hope you got something from it. If you do student-led conferences, please leave me a comment down below and let me know how you like them. Or if you do, like, I know there's like the reverse, what is it called, a flipped classroom. If you do that for your conferences, let me know. Like, I want all the ideas. Make sure to like and subscribe this video if you liked it. And that is all I have for you guys today, so I will see you in the next one.